The big showdown. Is everyone ready?
Are you sure we should be doing this? Is it right for us to be returning home like this if it means letting Virgil make this sacrifice after helping us get to this point in the first place?
I appreciate your concern, but my mission has been to support you. Please, do not worry about us. You should return to your...
I agree with Miranda. While I was working on the Archaea blade trap and doing some circuit tests with Virgil, I realized something. Their infection has probably progressed more than they realize. At this rate, it may affect their ability to control the trap. Someone needs to stay behind to help them out.
That won't be necessary.
Actually, after running a systems check just now, currently, the odds of operational success stand at
See? I'll stay behind. I know more about programming than anyone here.
Now hold up. If that's the situation, I lost everyone in the core. I didn't care if I made it back. The only thing that kept me going was getting a shot at burying that. And I'm no Chris here, but I still know more than a thing or two about machines.
That does it. I'm staying too.
Have you lost your mind? How could you possibly contribute under the circumstances?
It's true, I don't know much about machines, but I thought, maybe an old-timer like you might need his back cracked.
Oh, for the love of...
I'm serious here. You guys mean a lot to me. Everything we've been through. No way I could leave any of you behind while I take off like that. I'll be your errand boy, whatever you need. Just let me help out with this.
Well, I can hardly leave now. Of course, I'd been...
You guys are serious about this? From that expression, looks like you feel the same way, huh, Captain? Damn it. Virgil, what...
Now, the odds of success stand at...
Let's make that 100%.
So you let me?
No, Chris. You're going home.
Why? I'm one of you guys too.
And for that reason, you have an important mission.
What's this?
A device containing data on the wormhole technology. Truth is, I was planning to take it back myself. And one day we'd find a way to rescue you and everyone else who was still here. Unlike these guys, I don't plan on spending the rest of my life here. Someday I will make it home. I place that hope in you, Chris. You're the smartest one here. I'm counting on you. The future is in your hands.
Okay.
Everyone, I want to thank you for your help. All right, commencing operation. Generating wormhole.
You want to rethink this? Now's the time.
You wait until now to say that?
Can you two lovebirds save it for later?
Same for you and your lectures, old man. Okay, everybody ready?
Here it comes!
a success. Now everyone get back to Mother Base.
I promise I'll come back for you.
Defend the Archaea blade trap until it has captured the Lord of Dust.
It's do or die here. We'll do everything in our power to back you up. final battle. Let's go.
Dread dust infection has surpassed 70%. I can no longer acquire the target by myself.
Captain, you'll have to do it for us.
Aim for where its shell is thinnest. That's where it's the weakest.
The railgun takes some time to reload, so keep that in mind.
Just a moment. I'm still getting energy readings from the Lord of Dust.
What? It's doing something! Look! That wormhole!
What's going on?
Everyone, listen up. There is only one way to defeat the Lord of Dust. After running an analysis on the phenomenon we've witnessed just...
The Dread Dust didn't begin their existence as organic life. They began as nanomachines. As long as they have no concept of their own death,
I'm just gonna ask you point blank.
Yes. Before I elaborate,
We don't have time for the...
We don't have time for this shit. I can almost hear Reeve in this message. I can empathize, because I'm sure you're still in the... But I need you to listen to me. This really will be my... Consider it my last will and testament. First of all, Reeve, before I continue...
We really don't have time for this. Captain, try hitting it with the railgun again.
I let you down. I spent 30 years trying, but in the end...
Let me down. No.
I remember it like it was yesterday. That day, 30 years ago. When the captain got me to the wormhole above base camp and... But I couldn't have expected what happened next. Instead of going back to 1980, Wardenclyffe section hadn't been around that long. And this was their first full-blown test of the wormhole teleportation. And so I, descending from the skies, became the greatest achievement of the... For the next several years, I was a section... But over time, I rose to the rank of researcher, and what supported my research was the device that you, Reeve, gave to me. I quickly became one of the lead... Most of my work was simply me recreating what I'd seen on the device. It wasn't because I was smarter than anyone else, but I was fine with that. I wasn't after fame or fortune. Thus, the gates of hell were flung open. Though my own personal... For 30 years, I have sacrificed all these preparations for this one. When you hear this, the Lord of Dust will likely have already opened his door. Captain, it's all up to you, history, The survival of mankind depends on whether... I'm counting on you, heroes without names.
That is good luck.
Chris.
Virgil, how do we destroy?
There is
I must become one with the Lord of Dust and reveal the concept of death to all dread dust.
Once this has happened, fire the railgun at the...
Seth, a human being, understood death, the dread dust that infected him. Because it was so dependent on the properties of its host, I will do the same thing.
But Virgil.
I am ready for...
Do you even understand what death is?
At the very least,
I have spent a long time with the Karen Corps, the captain, and all of you. I have realized that your existence, and while the dread dust was eating away at me, I became aware of a concept. Existence is finite. Captain, is... Then I think we have a plan. This, truly, the meaning of life, the reason for death, the value of existence. I will teach... I am ready to do this.
we leave the rest of the work to you.
There is no more time.
Goodbye, everyone.
I designated myself as the target. You must do the rest. I truly enjoyed the time we spent together.
You're not alone. Whatever the pain, we'll get through it together. You can do this, Captain. Back to camp. Let's go home.
Operational Support Program, Virgil AT-9, reboot complete. Revealing the concept of death to the Lord of Dust was a success. However, I myself survived the process. Though the destructive power of the railgun was extraordinary, as you can see, it didn't destroy me. It appears my body was built with the same materials used to construct nuclear blast shelters. According to my analysis, it was designed this way in case of nuclear war. This was quite a surprise. Also, the dread dust that had infected us has ceased functioning. As a result, my personalities have merged into one. So I should be able to provide you with firmer guidance from here on. Getting home may turn out to be a long paddle, but as they say, Captain, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.